بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Welcome my dear students. Today we are going to have a writing class, and that is going to be on your students books pages 14 and 15. So be ready with your students books on pages 14 and 15, and let's get started. Writing. Look at the photos. Where do you think these houses are, and what are they made of? Any idea? Okay. I believe these are familiar houses to you. Don't you think so? Yes, we can find some houses like those in Yemen and in the south of Saudi Arabia. Right. You're right there. In fact, in New Mexico there are houses like that, like those in the pictures. That is what we're going to find out today. Well, read the text and find out. Okay, we're going to listen to a recording, and at the same time I would like you, my dear students, to follow in your students' books while listening to the recording, so that you find out about the pronunciation of new words. And after listening, I'm going to ask you some discussion questions. Here we go.
Page 14. 10. Writing.
A home over the canyon. When people talk about unusual homes, I think of our friend's dream home in New Mexico, on which they spent all their savings building. On the outside, the house looks like most adobe homes of the area. Adobe is made from sand, clay, water, and organic material that are shaped into bricks and left to dry in the sun. Our friend's house is a beautifully designed, large adobe home with a drive and a large cactus tree near the entrance. It has soft lines and is less angular than conventional urban homes. When you go through the door, you find yourself in a beautiful, spacious room with large windows and sunlight streaming in. Large windows are unusual for adobe homes, but this is no ordinary home. Part of the house juts out of the adobe shell that can be seen from the street and stretches to the end of a cliff. You walk past a kitchen fitted with a cast-iron stove and handmade wooden cabinets that give off the most enticing smells of cumin and chilies and herbs. It is so real you can almost taste the food. The spacious room that you step into when you enter the house stretches in all directions. You walk towards the sitting area. When you get closer, you need to brace yourself as the most spectacular view imaginable unfolds before your eyes. All of a sudden, you are no longer stepping on wood. The floor is hard, and your footsteps make a strange resounding sound. You look down and wonder whether you have been transported in space and time. You are looking into the gaping canyon. You think you are falling into it. You can almost feel the air whooshing past. Part of the floor is made of thick, custom-designed glass. You might like it or hate it, but however you feel, you have to admit it is unique. This is the way I feel about this house and the day I spent there. It was a unique, unforgettable experience, even if I wouldn't choose to live with a glass floor over a canyon for the rest of my life. Would you?
Okay. Having listened to this recording, what is an adobe? What do you think an adobe is? Right. It is a house made of sand, water, clay, and organic material that are shaped into bricks and left to dry in the sun. It is like our traditional houses, isn't it? Another question, what is special about the house? What is unique about this house? It has something very strange. I can hear somebody say, yes, sir. I can tell you. What is it, my gentlemen? What is it, students? Yeah, part of the house stretches over a canyon. Come on, how come? Yeah, part of the floor is made of glass. It is made of glass, alright? Okay, and this part allows you to see the canyon underneath. This is very strange. Yeah, you got shocked. You get shocked of this vision. And at the same time, when you meditate and you see how beautiful it is, this gaping canyon beneath your feet, it's a frightening vision as well as something, thrilling, something, I don't know what to say. It's really strange. Okay, now let us ask you another question here. Which rooms does the writer mention? The writer mentions a room just at the beginning of the house. It's spacious, it's beautiful, it stretches to all directions, it's a big one. It also talks about the kitchen with its aromatic herbs and spices, with its cast iron stove and handmade wooden cabinets that give off the most enticing smells of cumin and chilies and herbs. Okay, so would you want to live in a house like that? Why or why not? Any ideas? Personally, I would like it for once. I'd like to visit that house. But I wouldn't be safe. I wouldn't feel safe living there in it for the rest of my life. I agree with the writer. Because a house should be safe. Let's suppose there is an earthquake, God forbid. It might end up with me falling in the canyon. So houses should be safer. Yet anyway, it's a strange idea. It's a new one. You like the experience. All right. Okay, gentlemen. Let's move now to another activity. Now here is the answer, or here are the answers of these questions. Okay. Here are the answers of these questions. More answers. And then we move to this activity. Choose a home to write about. It can be yours or another home you know well. Remember, think about what you see, hear, feel and smell in various rooms of the house. Make notes in a chart and use them to write a descriptive essay about the house. In writing a descriptive essay, you get interested in minute details, the smell, the sight, the touch, everything around, because your style is descriptive. So you get interested in minute details, in everything, in details. You can look at the exterior of the house, the garden, the living rooms, the dining room, the kitchen, the study room. Tell us about what you can see, what you can hear, what you can touch and feel, what you can smell. And this is going to be your homework task for today. I would like you to write it down. First of all, write an outline of your essay and then edit it and write it in a better way so that it will be part of your participation. It will be part of your coursework this term. Moving to this part, now here is the start of your essay. Let's suppose you're going to write about your grandparents' house, for example. This is a suggestion from the writer. The home that means the most to me is my grandparents' house. Each time I go there, I feel a sense of comfort and warmth. Now that I'm in college, I don't get to spend much time there, but whenever I miss it, I just imagine it. When you first walk into my grandparents' house and you start describing what you can see, what you feel, what you hear, what you smell. Now, these are some tips for writing a descriptive essay. Writing corner. When you write a descriptive essay, brainstorm about the topic and write down as many notes as you can about your memories and brainstorm and impressions rather of the house or place. Make an outline of your essay and decide which each paragraph or section is going to focus on. Include factual information like the size, number of rooms, as well as feelings and impressions. Visualize the place you want to write about so you can help your reader visualize it too. Use different senses like sight, feelings, smell, sound, and taste to make it more vivid. Remember that the smell is usually the most vivid and best retained memory. Think of the first and last things you see, hear, feel, or smell, or almost taste when you are there. Here again, we are talking about a descriptive essay. Description means details. So take care and do it well. It's going to be part of your coursework this term. Moving to the workbook, we've got an exercise here. It's a map. Study this map and read the conversation so that you become ready to answer the questions underneath. Okay. Where is Tom going? What's the bus number to the park? How far away is the park? What's the subway line to the park? Have you come at grips with these answers? Could you answer these questions? You're always excellent, my students. I'm pretty sure you could. Here we see the answers. Tom is going to the park. The bus number is 20. The park is 15 minutes away. And the subway line to the park is 5. Let's go now to another exercise. Tom took the bus and missed his stop. He's now at the mall. Write new directions and help Tom find the park. When writing directions, as you know, we use bare infinitives. Go straight ahead on that road, turn right at the take the first turning to the left. On your right you will find it. So when you give directions, use bare infinitives. That is the verb 1 form. Turn, go, reach, don't go under the bridge, don't turn round, keep on walking. So we use bare infinitives to give directions and instructions. Now, to give Tom directions to reach the park, our directions may be like those. Turn left and walk to the end of the road. Turn right and walk down Franklin Street. Keep going until you see the restaurant. When you get to the restaurant, take a right and walk down Park Avenue. The park entrance is on Park Avenue. And with this exercise, we've come to the end of our class. Thank you so much. Don't forget about the home assignment. Here again, I'm happy being with you today, and wait for me in other classes. Assalamu alaikum.